This is Larry Casso. I want to welcome you again to my studio. We've got a quick little watercolor
note.
Household word. I just can't remember it. We're going to work on tonight, and what I've got is a situation where I took this picture in New Orleans. What intrigued me was was looking through this fence, the flowers coming here, the movement this gave it, and just having this one section really stand out. So what I did is when I sketched it, I had equal amount of space here. I felt there was too much in here not going on, so I dropped that down, which meant I dropped all of this down, and then I'm extending the foliage up above it. Who's going to know? And the reason I'm doing it is because look at the competition it gives you, and look at how that pops out. When you do that, then I have a focus on this part where I actually have the
It's in the right spot too.
the shadows are going to be my real technical part that's going to be exciting. So, having said that, let's get started. Now I'm going to use my normal palette of the Hooker's Green, burnt sienna, cadmium red light, cadmium yellow light, ultramarine blue, and then my secondary black, white, and alizarin crimson. Okay, now I want to start with somewhat of a middle tone at this point. So let's take our green. Now this, then we'll take a little bit of burnt sienna with it. Could you grab me an empty sheet over there? Right there, work. Thank you. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit of yellow in it.
That's just Hooker's Green?
That's the Hooker's Green, cadmium yellow,
And all that stuff.
and that's about what I want. I want that color right there. And a little bit of burnt umber. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do,
Knocks that chroma down on that green.
I'm going to come down here. And I want to make sure I get that line in there nice and crisply. Okay.
Who says you have to put the lights in first in watercolor? It's one of those old.
That's just one of
Well,
the
Joe,
rules.
You don't have to do that.
there's a validity.
Put your middle tone in.
The problem is when you talk about you have to. See, that's
right.
where the
Yeah,
problem
that's
comes
where
in.
the
And you know what I'm
problem
talking
is.
about.
That's exactly right.
Because with like Kowski started, but see, you don't do it the same way every time.
No, that's right.
But he started by putting his darks in first, and he'd paint his sky last.
Yeah.
You see,
That works.
and you know when you first hear something like that, he kind of rubs you the wrong way, because you don't do it that way,
That's a pretty green.
and you're scared of it.
It is really pretty.
Okay, and you're scared of it, is what it is.
Don't be
You're
scared.
scared.
Don't
That's
be
right,
scared.
Joe. Okay, now I got to move this along quickly enough. Okay, and see what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give the patterns of these leaves, and they're going to be darker later on. So you think you're going to like watercolor over there, Mr. Dan?
Well, no question he is. He's going to help blast with that.
Okay. Now I'm just trying to create this pattern. Now, once I get this in, see, then I'm going to come up here, get some more of this.
All right.
I want to fill this in. No set plan. Okay, tell me if I'm still on the screen.
Yep.
Okay. Now we're going to come around and
Beautiful green.
we're going
You like that chroma?
Love that green.
Dioxide, huh?
to irreverent.
He is just a plethora of information, isn't he?
That means too much.
Oh, you put that.
Unsubstantiated.
Oh, man, we can.
Oh, I didn't know. I never
I'm sure
heard
we
of
can substantiate that
substantiated
somehow.
stuff now.
Well, he can't, he comes up with, well, I'm not even going to get
No,
sucked
I'd
into
appreciate it if you would.
that argument, because he comes up with all of these words that everybody knows don't have a real meaning. He makes them up and y'all just laugh at him.
Oh, chroma's got a real
He's
meaning.
definitely got
Don't you think chroma's
a plethora of words.
Good word. Yeah, chroma's a good word.
He's definitely got a plethora of words.
Chrome?
Yeah.
Is that
That's 3 times he's done
in
that.
relation of chrome?
Well, Joe,
Yeah.
I can almost say it without looking at that paper, man. I got
Oh,
this.
you got it written down?
That's why you couldn't
That's why he
remember
turned
note
around
ago.
and-
You was too
and
busy trying to remember the big
Walked over
words.
there and came back and said,
I wondered where he went. That's better than New Orleans any day.
That's not funny.
That's not funny. That's all their grandson. You can't say, that's not funny.
When he gets around this thing, he's gonna have practically have the painting done.
Mhm.
It's like that little. Somebody in the beauty shop was telling, so the lady was telling everybody about, she has a bad habit of saying, when she hears something, she says, you know, that's just ridiculous. And she said she was keeping her little granddaughter the other night, and the little granddaughter put her hand on her hip, man, stood back and said, you know, that is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's cute how kids will pick stuff up like
Oh,
that.
yes, they will. And it's usually the stuff you don't want them to.
Okay, now see, I'm doing this, which is getting to be too busy now. So, Tom, do I go to the real big one? No, let's go to the heavy.
Just go to big M.
Okay, now, as I come up, I'm gonna come do this now. Oh man, I'm just glad to breathe again and get away from that small brush. But I wanted to make sure that part of it stood out. Now see, I've already set the template for the way I'm gonna do my, okay, now, I've set the template for the way I wanna do my, my poles coming up there, so I know where that's supposed to go, and I'm gonna just do them freehand later. Now, we're gonna come back with this, the green, the yellow. See y'all,
Good night, Bob.
Good
Hey,
night.
good night. Good night.
see y'all, Saturday morning. What's that, sir?
That color, you're getting bright now.
Yeah, I know, I plan on doing that.
Yeah, that's see that chroma's not.
Yeah, but we'll take care of that in a second. All right, now let's see that. I still like it, but see, as I get up to about right here, come up like this, come up like this.
Which company do you work for? I work for a company in New Orleans.
See, he asked him where Gary worked. Gary's real diplomatic now. He wasn't that way when he was a younger kid, 20 years ago, you know. I'd say, what did he do for a living? He'd say, that's what he'd tell people. But he's, you know, well, I think being on Thursday nights helped him a lot.
oh, I'm
yeah,
sure.
It's given him a lot.
Yeah,
Give 'em a
I'm
little-
sure
give 'em a
we've
couth
given
in
them
there.
I think it's-
couth in class and everything. Huh?
Class,
I
yeah,
think it's
class
really
is the
helped,
word.
you know.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Is tuition going up? Are we going from a box to a bottle?
That's it.
I know, that scared me too, Gary.
That's
That was
right.
it.
Well, you were gone a week, you know.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
No, we didn't need it. No, that was just
No.
man, you know, you think too positive, man. You know, so I don't forget what I'm doing. Okay, let's put a little more yellow. See, I want this a little bit brighter yellow as I go to the top. I want to get a little sunlight coming in there. I'm on the screen?
Yeah.
Well, you definitely
need to
pull
have
it down a
off the
little
top
bit.
there, yeah.
Okay.
Pull down just a little bit. Hey,
Oh, man, look at that. That's pretty.
It is
Look at
very
that.
That's
hot.
pretty. Okay, now,
See, it's almost a painting now.
I know.
that's exactly what I had in mind.
Excuse me, Joe. I
hopefully.
didn't stomp on you.
All right, now we're gonna come down here. I'm gonna even make it lighter by putting a little bit more water in it.
just so confidently put those greens down.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't a scared
Awesome.
now.
No, he's not
But
scared
it's
at
just a
all.
note. You know, you
You
don't
know,
have to have a lot of
The
it.
most exhilarating thing in the world is to take one and just start doing whatever you want to on it.
Mhm.
And it just blows your mind. It feels so good.
Up to a point.
Yeah,
Till you try to finish it.
Yeah.
till you put that last color in and turn solid mud.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's take the, now I'm going back to my little bit more green color mixed with it. See how I'm adding that at this point. But see how this automatically compared, provided a beautiful
It's
gradation.
Beautiful
It is
gradation.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
You see, I mean, I didn't know, it's like what I did last week, I had no earthly idea what it was gonna do.
Are you gonna do the flowers in acrylic?
I don't know, Sarah, I will if I need to.
Ah.
In fact, I think I will, because remember with that,
I do.
with that,
remember.
it was perfect
That was
color,
perfect.
It
so.
worked, yeah.
Yes.
You gonna finish tonight?
Mhm.
Oh,
Got to.
I was gonna say, you're
That's
almost
beautiful.
Now, we got 28 minutes.
You know,
That's,
it's so good to
that's pretty right
hear
there.
him say things like
Really
that, you know?
That was,
She's matured so much, Sarah.
Well, y'all get me a neck.
Huh?
It's about time,
I'll try.
Well, it was, let's just say he was not a person that had a lot of confidence in my skills.
Oh,
Not you.
I remember Joe used to pull out a timer.
Yeah.
Get that
Yeah,
official,
I don't mind.
that official clock, that 15-minute clock. Oh,
Yeah,
I just
Yeah.
don't mind the
10-minute
time,
egg
but
timer.
doggone it said Mickey Mouse watch, man. When he pulls that one out, I get aggravated. You know, I
Nicky,
think
don't lie, huh, Joe?
it's a little demeaning.
wow, look at that.
Isn't that
Looks like you could
So
just, you could
beautiful
just walk,
already.
you walk into it, huh?
Okay.
Like you could just walk into that garden.
No, let's go, well, you're very kind, I really keep talking, I appreciate it.
Look at it.
Look
It's
at it on the
beautiful.
screen. I mean, it does. It looks like you could just open that gate and go right on in there.
So I've already got my middle tone, and I got my light, we're gonna put a little black in here,
That's a big
put a little
lesson.
burnt sienna.
I keep going back.
Well, this is where you just have to get in there and haul boogie.
Okay.
That's what we're not doing.
Right.
That's gonna pop out. Chiaroscuro.
You got it, Joe. And see, I'm really emphasizing the chiaroscuro. And for those of you maybe that haven't heard that word and not familiar with it, it's where you establish your light-dark relationships very clearly. Now, see, what I like about this, I can always mix a little white paint with this. And I was really worried about messing that line up, but I think we did
I
okay.
think it's great.
Wow.
You see, now I want all of this down here almost solid. I'm going to leave a little bit of that green coming through.
Ooh, I would have been afraid of that dark color. Look how good that
I'm sorry?
I would have been afraid of that really dark
Oh, don't
color.
be
and
scared of that dark
beautiful.
color.
That was beautiful.
Shouldn't be afraid of the dark.
I
No,
know.
make it darker, make it darker.
Well, you got to go for the gusto.
I know.
You know, what's really helping me doing that, man, that fella. Hey, that was a nice experience. I couldn't thank y'all adequately for everybody chipping in that was able to chip in and help us get that show together, man. They got a booming, beginning with it, and I'm talking about the one at Burden. And they didn't make no bones whatsoever about thanking us. You know, they knew and they appreciated it. And of course, what they don't know is this old hat to us, man. We do it, you know, you want a show in Jackson?
Mm.
How about a book?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know, the Burden Show is gonna be repeated, and it's due in November this coming year.
Oh, sure.
So we'll
Yeah, I'm sure.
have another
Is that a
opportunity.
year from the other one?
Shoot.
too? I've forgotten when the other one was. I guess it must be. huh?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who's already got his done.
Push this away, man. Push it up. There you go.
Oh, Shelby, man.
Shelby's got it done?
He's already got his
Oh,
done.
bless his heart.
We were at the show and
He's ready to
he
go
got
for
that
next year.
award. He already sold a painting, man.
Yeah.
This is the fella that's blind.
Oh, wow.
And he just, when he saw me, he said, man, Larry,
No.
Here I am with
Larry,
sight
we
and
got,
can't get
he
it
says,
out.
man, we gotta do this more
Probably
often.
limited.
Oh.
Isn't that inspiring though and thrilling?
That's
So
awesome.
much.
And I tell you what, he was telling me today, his mother picks him up every week and on. Everybody knows Miss Nita Harris is her name. And Dr. Harris was her wife and was her husband. And anyhow, she's gonna be 90 next year.
Oh, and she.
And
drove-
just, look, we talked about we're going on a sketching trip, and he happened to mention that she was from New Orleans. And do you know that she started naming, she says, when we lived in New Orleans in a depression, and everybody ran out of money, everybody had to let their house go down to nothing. They didn't fix anything, they didn't have any money, so you'd rent a house for a while, you'd lease it for a year, then you'd find the leaks, and then another year you'd move, and they moved about a half a dozen times during the Depression. And you know, she went back and named every street and every place that they lived in New Orleans. That was the most fascinating thing I'd ever seen in my life. And she, at one place, she lived on 3rd Street, about close to the, you see, I'm not going to try to do too much in terms of, let's see, we're getting a little bit too dark up here maybe with some of this. I probably should back off on this part and then come back in with more middle tone. Let's just try it and see.
Looks great on the
Looks
monitor.
awesome.
Get it right, Larry.
Okay, yeah, and see, think about when I put those flowers. Got it, man. All
How do you
right.
spell that?
Give me a little green. Burnt sienna.
It's coming out pretty dark.
Well, see, I know, I want to really make sure I have it dark, but we're going to have the flowers. That's what I'm trying to get in here. But when I come over to this section, I'm going to come back in with just maybe more of the plain green, maybe a little bit of dark color in it, see, and I'll come back in and I'll just start giving these leaf patterns, and then I won't even probably have to paint any of them in there. And let's see, just let them fade out. I don't want to lose all my lights there now. But you can see how they do really kind of run together. So see, that I was afraid I almost went up too high with those darks. And now again, to me, this is only being done as a backdrop for my leaves, for my flowers. I could care less about anything else. And the area that I know I want them in, I'm going to let that be really nice and dark. All right, let's take a number 8 so we don't have to waste any strokes on it. Let's see, what did Janet do with my number 8? Messed up again.
You know why you keep Janet around here?
Well, when everybody left, the whole family left to go do their lives, I didn't have anybody around here to blame anything on. I got to blame somebody.
Well, that's when
That's
things
pretty
really
bad,
get-
huh,
when
Joe?
they really
That's
get
the
tough,
pitch.
yeah, when you don't have anybody to blame stuff on.
Okay,
I
now.
know it. That's what I told my husband. If I ever passed away, I don't know what he'll do.
That's
So, you gotta be somebody around here responsible for all that crap that goes wrong.
right. It's not like your retirement's working out real good.
Yeah, it's working out great.
Well, I still have a job,
Yeah.
being responsible for all the crap that goes wrong.
Love it.
Does he work? What kind of business is
He works for Turner Industries,
he? Oh, okay.
construction.
Who does, your husband?
And he finally admitted today that it got hot. It's like,
Oh,
it gotta get 102 for you to decide it's finally
is he
hot.
working out? in the-
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Don't bother him.
It's time.
Oh.
See you later. This is what's so wonderful, man. We
Oh, that looks good.
do that kind of stuff, see, and then
Yeah.
I don't want this kind of, but see, like in here, I'm gonna wait till I do my flowers now, though. Okay, now, lastly, let's come on down. What time we getting?
20 minutes.
Got plenty of time. Plenty of time. We'll put the blue and the red. That's the black. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get some green. Okay, now we're gonna start off down here again. See, what I wanna do is I want dark middle tone light, dark middle tone light.
It's building
But
up.
I may
It's
not
getting
have
some
as
depth to it.
much dark. How's that?
It's getting a lot of depth to it.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Really looks good.
I don't want to maybe go quite as dark down here. But say you start seeing all these patterns just for whatever it's worth, you know. And again, where I know I'm going to have flowers, I'm going to make sure that I have the deeper colors in there. You just got to keep it where it looks like it's in groups. Okay, now,
Where are you gonna put those? Oh, I don't guess there is
Sorry?
any difference in the, between those slats.
what's that now?
Is there anything that's gonna go between,
here?
no, in between?
Yeah,
those?
Shadow.
Shadow.
Oh, yeah, that's going to make it. See that little
Okay.
shadow?
Yeah, that's
You see, I figured a way to make it look abstract.
Oh, okay.
And see if you get all this activity, but you can pull some abstract stuff out of it. I mean, that's your supreme ambition in this.
That is beautiful.
It is.
Oh, when you put those flowers in, it's just gonna pop. Oh,
So
incredible.
if you didn't mind going.
Ready for a blow, dry?
Yes, I
Okay.
appreciate that very much.
All right.
Okay. Now, excuse me one second. I'm gonna swipe a little cadmium red. What's the green you using, Larry? I'm using
Hookers.
Hooker's green, but it's in a brand that's called Golden. Excuse me, it's called M-Gram. Yes. And for those of you that are more serious watercolors, I really recommend that you get.
Where do you get it from?
So I'll have to give you an address that you could call it. Now, Blick and
sell
all
to
that
non-dealers?
has them now. You know, Blick, I don't know the catalog people if you know them or not, but I have a fella that handles them. The guy that makes them, we became really close friends because we're about the same age. And when M. Grumbacher folded, it was the best watercolor I've ever used was Grumbacher Finest. And so whenever it folded, he had to go do something else. So he'd had a dream and a vision about making a watercolor similar to what was done maybe 300 or 400 years ago in France, and it's a watercolor where you use honey as your binding medium. And so he started a company, and he moved out to Oregon where there's a lot of honeybees. Now, if you're wondering what's the reason for that, that he uses the honey. Every other medium evaporates moisture into the air. Honey sucks the moisture back into the paint, and it keeps it moist a lot longer. But the biggest thing, he uses the best quality. He uses the most pigment in every one. And I used to carry them, but honestly, it was just got to be, to me by myself, it got to be such a hassle.
Does he sell
But
to people that's not dealers?
Is that?
Does he sell to non-dealers?
No, he does. No, he limits who he sells to, man. And they stick Blick and I'll sell it now, but he refused to do it. He's like me. He just wants to stay a certain size, do his little thing, and so. But finally, one of his suppliers got him to agree that he would wholesale them to Blick, where he wouldn't have to be involved in it, because he told me, I just don't want to. And like I said, man, he's like me. He's just at an age that he just didn't want to.
You can find Dick Blick on the internet.
So,
He's got one.
Blick,
Yeah.
B-L-I-C.
Big Blick.
what time is it?
Quarter to.
Quarter till. Did you hear that, Joe?
Sir?
Quarter till, is that okay?
Yeah, yes, that's right on.
Okay.
What about Mickey Mouse?
According to Mickey's big arm.
He's right on.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It's on,
I set my Mickey Mouse with the Naval Observatory, so I know it's okay.
What's that?
Mickey Mouse
Oh,
is set
no,
my
Joe
naval.
was, I was wondering what.
What?
That's pretty.
That's exactly right.
Beautiful.
Now, see, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this whole thing out where I'm gonna have the flowers coming out. Oh, don't do that to me. I'm gonna have them come out to here.
That kid red's got a lot of pigment in it.
It sure does, man. It'll, a lot of, I think what I'll do, Joe, is I'll come back with the white on top of the, but I don't know why.
That'll
Something's
set it off.
something's not.
don't you need just a touch of blue in that, Larry?
The what?
To make it pinker, pinkish and.
The blue won't make it pinker.
Okay,
I
there's
mean, you'd
something-
use alizarin, but that's probably what I should be using. Let's try it.
But
Yeah,
are you
it's,
mixing watercolor and acrylic?
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
Well, he's got
That
acrylic
makes
on
sense.
top
The
of water.
red-
That's the
acrylic.
more of the color right there. It's
Mhm.
more of it.
Well, let's see.
It
Let's
is, it's
get-
pinker.
I gotta get,
Well, you
Well,
don't have
let's
to
try
measure
it.
exactly anyway.
No, but I mean, it's looking more coral colored than pink right there.
yeah, well,
Okay.
it's a new species.
New type of,
All right, let's see what this
crepe
looks like.
myrtle, huh?
Yeah, see what I'm gonna do with this. See, that's really that lighter color. See, I can highlight it and get some of that in it. But these look all right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
See, I feel like I'm worrying about things I
They
shouldn't
don't have to
be
match
worrying
that
about.
color, that's not a.
And I don't really even know what it is that I'm worrying about.
Don't
but
worry.
then
Just
be
say
happy.
Don't worry.
Good.
Yeah.
That's not crepe myrtles, is it?
I think so.
I think
Looks
it
like
is.
crepe myrtles.
That's about the only thing that's got that
That pinkish color.
snowball effect, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Floating
And that
flower.
Pepto-Bismol pink.
Pepto-Bismol paint.
That's what that is.
I've seen that on the internet.
Yeah.
Are they standing out enough?
Oh,
yeah.
It's
Huh?
great, it's great.
That's wonderful.
Come on.
That's just a secondary center of influence, interest anyway, isn't it? It's not the primary.
No,
Don't you have a secondary?
always, got to.
Never.
Maybe tertiary.
One center of interest.
Tertiary
You
center. of
can't
interest.
change the rules, Joe, at this,
Yeah.
at this point.
There's a talk big about changing rules while you are. Here we are making rules.
Things change. You gotta go with the flow.
Okay, now, come on over here now.
Ooh, that's
Look
pretty.
at that, that looks good.
Now, see, what I want to do is, I want that to carry your eye, and I don't know why I'm picking up this. Probably gonna be doing it with my half-inch brush, but I felt like I was just getting, you see, I'm worrying too much. I know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some light colors back on. All right, now, well, see,
Got
these,
the depth, though.
these, how's that?
You got the depth.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I figured, I'll plan to come back and do something else on those.
It's looking, on the monitor, it looks like a gate that you could just walk through into the.
Well,
Oh,
I appreciate that, because,
I mean,
see,
it
that's,
does. It looks like
that's
it's
the
a
kind of
gate,
what
and
I
This looks
envision.
like a fence in the thing over there.
That's sort of what I envision, really. And I like this so much
You think you
better.
need the grading? I guess you, the fence?
The what now?
The fence?
This?
No, the fence itself. The big black fence there.
Oh, the one
Now,
in the
Joe, that's a
foreground.
good point.
Well, I don't know. But it's so pretty like it is.
I don't know, you know,
So beautiful.
now, Joe, I'm glad I thought of that, man.
That would give you that third center of interest.
That's right. That'd be.
That would start getting distracted.
Well,
wouldn't it?
Well, when it gets through, you say thirdly.
Thirdly.
It's
then
so
you say-
beautiful.
Then you
Really
say
is.
I've
tertiary.
tried. Lord, I've tried.
You can't get ahead.
You know what, Joe?
Wow, look at that.
That made it. That's the difference. I mean, that's fantastic. It bothered me from the beginning.
Beautiful.
I think
Right.
it would distract you.
Yeah, you can just stand on the other side of the fence and do the
Yeah.
right thing.
Yeah, well, see, the thing,
Look through the crack in the fence.
yeah, well, that's when you use an imagination.
Imagineering.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Now,
what Mickey
see,
does.
now if I wanna get really snazzy,
Mm.
start bringing some of this out a little bit
Wow.
here.
That's pretty.
You see, now that's, I need,
Mhm.
but now watch, I got one more thing to do, then we're gonna put those shadows in, this baby's gonna be finished.
Wow, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. that's
Ooh,
it.
that looks good.
Mhm.
This is where you gotta let that bravado take over, man.
Mhm.
Joe, you know you don't know what that means.
Brush got a mind of its own. That's what it really means.
Joe,
That the brush
you,
has a
you
mind.
got away with words, I have to give you
Yeah,
credit, man.
That's it, man.
I've gotta give him credit, he really does.
Mhm.
Well, that's just uber good.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna do a couple of small things, then we're gonna put those shadows in and Payo con Dios, okay.
Oh, you wanna switch languages on us now?
Now, let's take a little bit of this green. And, okay, I know what I want, I'm gonna get some of this, but I want it a little bit darker. And I just want this smaller foliage to kind of go into that opening there. You see?
Yeah,
See how that just
yeah,
gives it-
that,
Yes,
yeah.
it does. It does look like a fence in the distance.
Man, Joe, that's,
pretty.
that goes to show you, man, no matter how much you think you're simplifying it, you just gave it the answer, Joe.
I just don't think it would add.
No, you're right. Now, let's just try one more thing that I think we might, that's gonna be too dark.
Shadows.
Do we leave it, or do I?
Yep.
I'm on
that's
mine.
good.
Yeah,
Think it helps a little bit?
it really does.
Oh, yeah, see it, I can see it on there now, okay.
More natural.
Yeah, because see, you really can put those purples in those
Oh, yeah.
azaleas.
Gives a little depth.
Mm-hmm. Something to break, you know, and I know, I remember that's what I did on the, how much time we got?
7
7 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's all I need, man.
That's,
Get fine.
It's downhill from here.
do lots of shadows in
Beautiful.
7 minutes.
Ooh, look at that.
Starting
That
out.
was a good touch.
Okay, now, let's go with our blue. I can't wait to use this color now. And my
That's a
red,
Scary purple.
and
That's what I thought it was.
So we can like it.
You're making him pause here.
Mr. Kitty.
you got it, Kitty. I think Kitty's involved in all this tonight.
Oh, she was.
She's
There's no
like-
question
Probably
about
shaking
that.
her head now.
Like I saw her hand on that brush there once.
I definitely believe that. All right, now, what I'm gonna do, make sure this is transparent enough. Now, we've gotta get this real exact. So we're gonna come right across and very transparent.
Old sign painters.
Oh,
Done right.
oh, oh. Go get it, Nelly. Do that, like this. And straight across. Now maybe make sure I'm still on the paper now.
You will.
Yep.
All right?
Your head's kinda in the way though.
Let's get that nice and straight because this is kind of critical. Now see, all I'm gonna do is this, and then I'm going to do this the same way, and we're gonna come down to about right here and go sideways to there. And then we're gonna come in here and we're gonna go to about right here, and then this is gonna go sideways down this way.
There you go.
And then we're gonna do this. That should be the same all the way across. Come down like this.
That's all it takes.
picture.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
That's what cast shadows do for you.
Mm. Well, I mean, I'm so excited, Joe, about you saying to leave that out. I'll give you 50 for that painting.
All right. Oh, wow.
Man.
I feel so
If I
guilty.
make another suggestion, I might get that thing up to $65.
Sold tonight.
You know, here we can, that's what I like, now I can start connecting all of it.
Connectivity.
I didn't say that, Joe. Now see, I'm not even gonna show anything else. Do I do a light wash on this side? Or do I not?
I
It's
don't-
got 'em.
Are you gonna
Or,
erase?
yeah, I
the
think a
line?
real light, because you're gonna have to have some
Yeah, I
difference
think-
between the front of that post and the side of it.
You're right, Joe. Yeah,
But
I think I need that to bring it
really
out.
light, yeah.
Just
Then I'm
tiny.
just
It's
gonna,
already told a story.
it really has. Now down here, I'm just gonna put some little dark areas, I really do. Yeah, and then actually towards the back of it, there's a dark part that you do see, the spindles, is that what you call them?
I get
Move it so you can get close
slats.
and see it.
Slat, yeah, they end. And, okay, I'm gonna do it.
It's really
Living on the
beautiful.
edge.
It really is.
Really beautiful.
Let's put a little bit more, get a little bit more pigment in there. Now, well, might as well just do the old Saint sign painting deal. Do it one stroke.
That's it.
Look at that, man.
That lady's gonna be tickled to death.
Oh, you know, she
Watching, he's
should
gonna
be.
like this thing so much, he's gonna make her a print.
She won't be.
Sure you've
Oh,
been
so
around
great
there
time,
been around there too long, son.
No, she'll be out there ripping this wrought iron gate down.
Yeah, she's
I know.
ready.
No, she's
It looks a
gonna
whole
say-
lot better without that
She's
getting
gonna
rolled
say,
out.
how do you get inside that
Get
gate?
inside that, yeah.
I just cannot believe it. That, I never would have been happy with this painting.
Oh, that's pretty.
I'm serious, and it just absolutely made the difference. It's funny how, well, you know,
But you couldn't tell that until you got that.
it's amazing how many times Gary's done it and different ones have done it.
Well,
Robert always just come with
we
suggestions.
really get hung up on reproducing the picture we see.
That's exactly right, Joe.
That's why we're artists. We gotta make it
I
better.
wonder where Robert is these
Ooh.
days.
Well, you know, they
Is
had,
he still building that house?
he had his mother and that right, and then they were building that house, and with his job, you don't ever know where he's gonna wind up at when he changes job, so.
He'll turn up on that.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while.
It
Oh, yeah, we'll
has-
hear from
it
him.
has been for
Has he
a
been
while.
over there at all?
Couple of
Robert.
years,
Right.
huh?
Has it been that long?
It's been a while.
What happened to the
he
boy that
know
had
we
all the
moved?
rings on that night? I only saw him one night. He only came
I
one
saw him
night.
sitting in his truck out in the old
Oh,
parking
you
lot
know,
painting.
You know, he, that was a little strange.
I'm looking
Yeah,
around.
it was, 'cause I saw him that one time, and I
Well,
always
Well,
like,
I really befriended him when they came by to, and I mean, I didn't try, he had some religious scenes he wanted to put on the internet, and somebody sent him over here because they said I could make things for him, you know, digital pictures and all. So I just went ahead and did it because he was a nice kid, and then he started talking, and I could tell, I'll pretty much read the circumstances, so I told him, that, well, what I did was, one more thing now.
yeah, that light helped me,
That is
Gary. I mean,
beautiful.
Mary.
You got to sometimes do this, like it or not. These are my last strokes, folks.
What?
Put a little bit of white on those
Well,
spokes.
we're finished and it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what it was, that was the plan, Joe.
That's the plan.
But don't
Man
leave,
with a
Joe.
plan.
Fabulous.
Leave happy now if you're gonna leave.
Let's see what you're gonna do though. We're not gonna leave.
Well, we need
Sure.
this now. And again, I knew I should have taken a little bit more time to do this, but. Okay. We're looking at,
Yeah, you're on
Okay.
the in the spring.
I really got this one a little thick. Probably should
I'll
have
get it for you. Just hang on, what you got?
should have gone a smaller brush.
There we go.
No, Dan.
But anywhere that I'm not happy with it, the way it's working out here, I'll just hit it with a little bit of, in other words, I didn't, it's hard to do it in a hurry like
Yeah,
this.
oh, it is.
Stay
but
right on the
that
lines,
looks
you know, and-
great, like-
That
But I
is
think, and I
beautiful.
think that helped it a little bit more.
Absolutely
Look
beautiful.
at the thing.
Yeah,
Isn't that pretty?
turn around and look at it. Oh my God,
That's brilliant.
that is gorgeous.
Well, y'all are very kind. Think the flowers will be all right like they are?
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
And I kinda like this, these are pink and these have a different color, they were there, but.
Yeah,
it
they
really-
are, Joe.
Really adds to it. It
I
really-
think so, too.
Yeah, not, see, that
Oh,
little,
these might be roses. Oh, these are probably roses.
I don't know
think
what they
these
are, but they're a little
knockout
different color and
roses, and
that's
these
a
are
beautiful.
crepe
Yeah.
well,
They done-
Good week.
they done-
Good night.
well, thank y'all so much. I think
Beautiful.
It's wonderful.
Oh,
She's
we-
gonna be
Beautiful.
thrilled.
y'all are very kind.
Beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Thank y'all so much.
You
Yeah.
gonna meet here at 9 or you leaving at 9?
No, we're leaving at 8. Read get some instructions.
8 o'clock? Okay.
I'm glad.
Well, we want to be there by 10, so
Yeah, yeah.
as soon as we can get everybody together and
So what time you meeting here?
8.
8.
Yeah, if you get those instructions, that are on there, but you know, that's all you need to know.
You want me to just leave this whole thing and you decide what you need out of here? It's
Yeah,
just the
good
ones
night,
for the
good night.
book.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
That'll be good, Judy.
All right, sir.